So are these DBs really winning their fair share of battles?
I mean, it's a perspective, that type of thing. But I mean, you can watch the film. No, I'm kidding. But we're out there competing, getting better every day. They win some days, we win some days. It's just competing, going back and forth. Just getting better.
How do you feel you've gotten better?
I'm becoming more a student of the game. I'm older. It's my third year. The game's is really slowing down for me. My goal now is just to try to teach these young receivers what to do, work with Kellen on timing, just getting everything down to details, man. You know what I'm saying?
Physically, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel amazing. I'm healthy, thank God. But like I said, I'm just happy to be out here, happy to be competing and going back and forth with the defense and just getting time down with Kellen.
You look back to last year. How do you summarize last year? Your injuries, whatever. When you look back, what do you think?
I see a new team, new offense. It's kind of like you're a freshman again. The game's kind of going a little fast, but towards the end of the season, we kind of saw our mistakes, saw our potential, and just started making plays down the field.
Talked about the timing with Kellen. How's that coming along so far?
It's really good. I mean, like I say, we watch film every day. These are plays we've been running for 2 years now. So I mean, we're getting down to a T.
Is it nice to know you have a starting quarterback? I mean, there's no doubt about it in terms of getting that rhythm down and everything.
Of course.
As opposed to a year ago.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
How so?
I mean, like I said, you just know on certain routes where you're getting the ball at based on the previous look. You know what coverages you're getting the ball. This concept's going to open up here. It's just a repetition of routes and concepts over and over and over with Kellen. We know what he likes. We know what he likes to do and what balls he can make and what throws he can make.
When you have so many of you guys that are back, what's the expectation for you guys, knowing that all you guys are back and together again?
I mean, playing faster, playing more dominant, playing smarter, less mistakes. We're an older group of guys. I mean, it's just we don't have time for mistakes. There's no excuse for making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Jimbo holds us to a high standard. It's time to make plays and know our assignment.
How excited are you for a full season of having Kendrick after he came out late last year, and Courtney, maybe take some attention off you and get you open for some explosive plays down the field?
Man, it's going to be a fun year, man. Like I said, as long as we know what we're doing and we're all healthy, the sky's the limit for us.
Can you give
honestly.
us a name or two of the younger guys that are really emerging at receiver?
I mean, we got a bunch of guys. We got a big group. I think it's now 14 of us in the room, so they're all playing really good. They're all wanting to learn. That's the biggest thing. I don't think it's one or two guys, but they're all wanting to learn and getting the offense down on a faster pace than we came in and did. So
being part of the Unity Council, what went into the decision to keep guys off social media during camp? And also, what is the punishment if y'all happen to catch somebody doing that?
The mindset behind it was just kind of like it was more for the young guys. It's like I said, it's year 3 for a guy like me. I went through that phase of, you're a young person after the game. You want to see what someone, if you get tagged in things, you don't know how to respond in it. So we're going to start establishing a culture of now, hey, you play a game, it's next game. It's time for the next game. You don't have time to look at what the fans say, what this poll has to say about where you're ranked and all that. It's just time to lock in on the next opponent. We're trying to create that habit for those young guys so after a game, it can trigger in their head, hey, we don't need to look at the social media. We can just focus on the next opponent.
In terms of punishment?
I mean, everybody. Nah, it's not really a punishment. We're just holding guys accountable. Each guy holding accountable.
Coach Fisher set the precedent there. He tells us he doesn't have anything to do.
No, it was just straight us. I mean, if I see a guy on it, I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to talk to him.
I mean, when you're at the cafeteria now, everybody's not on their phone.
Exactly. Oh well, yeah. Also on that is just, the time you spend on social media, you'll be surprised. You go on the screen time, that shows you 4 hours, 5 hours. In that time, you can be in your playbook, and that's why we have so many guys, young guys, playing really good, because they're not coming in fall camp and just kind of on their phones and, Twitter, Instagram. They're in their playbooks, watching film, getting better, and correcting mistakes from the previous day.
What are you seeing from Kellen?
The game is really, really slowing down for him. Like I said, last year, it seemed like you're a freshman again because it's a whole new offense, a pro-style offense. Things are moving fast, different defenses. But the game is really slowing down. When coach calls a play, it has an opening for every coverage, and it takes Kellen less time to read the coverage, so he knows where he's going with the ball before he even does the ball.
It seemed like a lot of times last year when you're on the field, Kellen went to you on third down. Is that all the timing, or is that a field thing for you finding the hole in the defense?
A little bit of both, but in third down, a lot of teams are going to blitz, probably play man coverage, And since I'm the boundary receiver, the X they call it, I usually get one-on-one. So it's just winning your assignment. I guess Kellen, he finds me on those. Yeah.
So that ankle injury, how you back 100%? You faster than you were last year?
I actually am faster than yeah. I lost a little bit of weight. I'm 100% healthy. Yeah.
What were you before and what are you now? Wait, what?
I came in, I was like 221. I played at 221 freshman year. Last year, 220, 220. Now I'm like 212. So I'm like moving really better.
Know where you want to be?
Yeah. Coach Fisher and Coach Craig made it a point to, hey, this offseason we want to see how you are this way. You look twitchier, and it turns out they were right, which they're always pretty much right. But I didn't really see it. But now I'm 212 and I'm playing the best ball I've ever played in my life.
Tough year for you sometimes because of the injury and everything, or what about you and Bridget last year?
Last year, yeah, it was tough, but I don't know, something hit me in the Arkansas game when I heard the crowd and I'm in there like down because I broke my foot or whatever. And at that point, I realized it wasn't about me; it was about the team. Because they fed off me and my energy, so I just had to go out there and act like nothing happened, and pump those guys up, and the rest of the season come back and try to make the biggest impact I can make on the team.
Does there need to be a 1,000-yard receiver on the team?
There's going to be.
You think there is?
Multiple.
How do you figure?
Huh?
How do you figure there will be multiple?
Why not? I don't know how last year is a bunch of, like I said, it's the first time you're in the offense. You don't know what you're looking at. You're just running the plays Jim will call. Now he calls the plays. You see the off. I ain't got to talk too much.
5 wide, is that what you're saying?
I feel like as receivers, you need to get back that title too from the tight end, or is that even?
Nah. But there will be some play. Plenty of balls.
What about consistency? We saw Kendrick make flashes in the LSU game, and Courtney made a couple of touchdown catches against Ole Miss. How do those guys be more consistent?
It starts in practice. I think that Coach Fisher tries to make it like a last play of the game, each rep, and treating that as so you will come out and play extremely hard and be consistent. And we have a drop target total throughout the whole camp, so you can see how many times you're targeted and completed it. And each day you see that, and then subconsciously you're going to think about that on the field when you're running routes. So now you're seeing improvement each day. So that's been the big point of emphasis on this camp, and doing a really good job of it actually.
Question asked Keldrick. It's an old guy question. How do you go from adjusting? Everybody's in air conditioning these days, just suddenly going out to 100 degrees. And I know y'all are out working out and things like that, but how do you make that adjustment, being in the AC to suddenly being in a couple hours of 100-degree weather?
How do you make that adjustment?
Yeah.
I don't think you have
and be safe, I guess.
I don't think you have a choice, to be honest.
Right.
I think that, I think we had, day 4 was the hottest day I ever experienced, like my life, I promise you. Right. And then, just after that, your body gets kind of adjusted to it, but it gets really hot out there. And I think Coach Fisher doesn't, really care about any of that, as y'all know. But he's definitely safe with it. He's safe, but it's a grind. We're going to play a lot of our games in the heat and last man standing. Only the strongest survive. So we come out here and no matter what the weather is, cold or hot, we're going to come out and play.
Is there anything you do before camp starts?
Oh, I got to hydrate.
Windows down or anything like that on the car?
Nah, I'm here we're here all day from like 7 in the morning. So the whole day we're pretty much in the mindset of going out there knowing it's hot, hydrating, 12 hours, you know what I'm saying? So it's a mindset, yeah.